listening to B-Movies and Beyond.
Welcome into the show, guys! Oh, Evan left the show already!
He's had enough of it.
Wow! I cannot believe it. Oh, he's back. Okay, good. The show can continue. Yes. Welcome in, everyone, to B-Movies and Beyond's weekly podcast about movies
And podcasting.
Apparently. Just podcasting in general.
This is a podcast about podcasting, about movies.
Yep. As always, I'm Peter. That's Ryan.
As always, I'm Ryan.
And as always,
Evan.
As always.
Evan. Me, Evan.
As
You
always.
Welcome back, Peter.
Thank you. It's been a while.
Yeah, how was your hiatus?
For the 15 minutes that I was late,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was great. I mean, I feel really rested and revived, and I'm ready to do the show.
Really? You're not grumpy anymore?
Yeah, you were
No,
grumpy.
I'm still grumpy. The past few times I've been grumpy. It's, working from home, like it was nice at first, but it's starting to like wear on me, I think. And it's kind of getting me in a bad mood sometimes. So,
Do you think it's the working from home, or do you think it's the quarantine?
it could be a little bit of both. I don't know. It's a, but I go in the office every once in a while, and like it's nice to actually get in the office. So
You're like, what's up, guys? You guys want to go for beers that we can't go get?
yep, I just bring them to the office, and we'll have I turn into Mad Men, then have an open bar there.
Oh my god, dude, that's what I need at my.
That'd be great.
I don't know why you don't. I mean, cars and alcohol, they mix so well.
That's why I don't.
Yeah. Afterwards, as long as they're not driving your cars.
Well, then how do I get home? Oh, I set up a room.
There you go. Oh, dude, you can make like an Airbnb. So get them shit-faced after they drive your cars, and then pay for them so they can stay at your place. And then the next day, be like, hey, you want to rent our cars again?
Hey, I like this idea. That's repeat customers.
That's right. The same customers.
You know,
It almost sounds like kidnapping, though. You're just like, no, you have to stay here.
My
rent
next
one of their
concept
cars.
is a hotel called the Gentleman, and it's where you get your own room for 4 hours, 10 hours, a full night.
I think
However you want to
use.
use. And then there'll be ladies there that can assist you with, traveling needs and to show you around the city and escort you around and stuff. And then they can take out the cars with these ladies and show them a very good time and come back, and then there'll be a whiskey bar. And then they can rent the rooms for 4 hours or the cars for 4 hours, stuff like that. Not long-term stuff, just wham, bam, thank you.
Anyway,
this is
a very good business idea.
You like that?
Mhm.
And it would be right by the airport.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You fly in for 4 hours. Your layovers. I mean, how many times do you have a layover and there's like nothing to do?
You can do an escort. I mean,
That's taking layover to a completely new meaning. I love it.
what if we called it the layover?
Ooh, there you go.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
I like that too.
That's going
We
to be a movie.
where you can go take a nap. Like, what
I
if
can
you just
do that
wanted?
anywhere.
Yeah, but if you're like, what
But
if you're
in
traveling?
style,
Yeah.
Evan.
What? I could do that too. I just wear a fancy robe.
Through the airport.
Exactly.
I have really good news.
What's the good news? Or do we
My
need to get into
battery-
news?
No, my battery is sufficiently charged.
Oh, that's great news.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
awesome. Unlike me last time when I didn't have a battery or a cord. Well, I had a battery, but no cord.
We almost didn't have a podcast.
Yeah, that was scary business. All right, well, we got a fantastic episode. Lots of stuff to cover. I think we should jump right into news.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
News.
News.
Oh,
You're so professional printing out your notes.
I know. He's
I need
just
something to write down on.
He's crossing out the Joe Rogan topic that we were supposed to talk about.
Yeah, it happens.
Right. That's why I print out
what
the
news
notes
do-
so I can cut out. Well, not Joe Rogan getting his own, maybe going to Spotify. So, I mean, is that a done deal or is that just rumor?
I think it is, but for I think few years. But they're not too sure how many.
100 million, and he gets to record his show and podcast all at the same time.
Well, I would
Apple,
hope
step up your
so. I
game.
mean, that's what he's been doing anyways. It'd be weird if
No,
we're going to pay you
you know-
millions of dollars and you don't record your show.
See, I don't get where like people like this get paid for exclusivity and they just alienate the platforms that they built their empire on. I mean, I
What
would.
happens when you get lots of money? You
That's-
can do that.
I guess.
It's everything that we watch, like Netflix, Disney Plus. It's the same idea. It's just doing audio now.
But no, he's moving his video from YouTube to Spotify.
Yeah, I didn't know Spotify did that, so I'm gonna have to check that out. Make him
It's
watch it
supposed
when
to
I'm
be-
driving.
Yep.
Um,
In other
Yeah.
news, Peter Johansson now took podcasting to another level.
yes.
Now we can search cat buttholes on Spotify and find B movies and beyond.
Yeah.
Hey, are you drinking a Bud Light Lime? What is that?
Beer.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, a lot of celebrities died this week. Ooh, a Miller.
What, Evan? What's happening?
Don't tell him I changed sponsorships.
Yeah, this is news. Like,
That's new.
why didn't you put those in the notes?
Because
Miller.
I was just all like, hey, they're at the liquor store. Cool.
But they're always
They're-
at the liquor.
Yes.
They were out of Bud Light. It was horrible.
Oh, okay.
What liquor
So-
store is out of Bud Light?
It's a
Bad ones.
pandemic, Ryan. Lots of things are out.
Dude, even during the pandemic, Budweiser had water. Like, they had water cans that said Budweiser on them.
Oh, the seltzer? Yep.
No, water. Like, H2O. Like, if you run out of water, Bud Light's got your ass covered.
I couldn't drink that at work
From the
because
Rockies.
I would confuse it.
Dude, that would be a good prank for your work. What if you just showed up with a bunch of Budweiser water? And they're
That
like,
would be bad because I would lose my job.
mm-mm. I'm not getting drunk. It's just water. Like, it's,
You don't know that.
I'm going to buy
If it
some.
just has Budweiser on it, people are gonna be concerned.
A little bit. So what's in the news today?
Well, that you're not drinking Bud Light.
Yeah, that's the biggest news. I think we can move
Really?
on now.
Let's focus on the movie news.
Ryan, why don't you get into this Mandalorian? Let's get that over with.
Oh my gosh. Have you watched season 1 yet?
Nope.
Nope.
I don't even know why I try.
That's not new news, though. But I have seen there's been a lot of new news. How many times can we say news in this segment? How many new news? There's a lot of new news on The Mandalorian.
Let's see. The big one was Rosario Dawson is now going to play Ahsoka Tano, which
That's old, knew it.
That's old. Yep. And then Tamara
She's
Morrison.
a Jedi, right? That's a
Yeah.
Jedi.
She's like that hot Jedi that has
Alien
the
Jedi. That's kind of cool.
things, and she's in Clone Wars. Nobody's seen her in live action yet. This is the first time. And then the guy who played Jango Fett is now going to come back and play Boba Fett.
Oh, okay. As like a
And-
flashback, right? Is that what I heard?
No. So this is where Timothy Olyphant comes in. He's a new character that's supposed to come in and be like this bounty hunter who has Boba Fett's armor, and Boba Fett is having Mando help him get his armor back.
So Boba Fett, he's gonna be like a main character. Like he's not dead.
No, I don't think so. I mean,
I hope he's gnarly as hell for being in that Snorlax.
For a very long time. I think we should start calling this like segment like spoilers instead. In a sense, we're kind of spoiling all these things.
is it? Well, I guess that's the news. And then Robert Pattinson's being a little bitch, not working out.
He's in the Mandalorian?
He's in Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we switched.
No, I didn't realize.
Well,
Yeah, I love that. What was the title of it? Of that article? Like Robert Pattinson did like some article, like an interview with Glamour or some shit like that. I don't really know.
Mm-hmm.
It would be something like Glamour, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he thinks it's all sending the wrong message for boys everywhere to go out and work out.
It's his job.
Yeah, but still, we just need a scrawny little Batman that actually can't fight because of his superpowers. Oh, wait, he doesn't have those. So he needs to learn how to fight.
So what you're saying is Robert Pattinson's going to learn how to fight while filming this?
Probably not, but I was hoping.
I don't know. He should
like,
be in The Mandalorian.
No. Too many people.
He can be scrawny in that. Well, it's kind of crazy. Like, one of the trailers that we're going to be talking about is Tenet, and he's in that. And he is skinny as hell in that. Like, he looks so tiny.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Christian Bale was very skinny before Batman 2.
Yeah, he did The Machinist. But then, I don't know, but like, you never saw some.
Christian Bale actually bulked up, though.
Yeah, he actually bulked up too much where they're like,
Steroids.
can you lose some mass? Like, I just don't. It's just so weird that he's saying that. Like, do you really believe that he's really not doing anything?
I believe him.
You know what, dude?
Because I think he's like, oh, hey, I'm this brave soul that I'm not going to give down to the man. And it's like. And
it's his job.
Like, exactly. I actually, like, this, like, hearing this, like, kind of makes me, like, upset that he's going to be the Batman. I want someone that's going to be dedicated to being Batman. And he is not.
Who's getting paid millions of dollars to do their job for our entertainment.
Well, yeah.
The weirdest part is he's like, oh, they never did this in the 70s.
It's not the 70s anymore.
Exactly. It's like you could look back at like Adam West. He was still a great Batman, but yeah, he was a little chunky around the middle.
Maybe that's what Robert Pattinson's doing is just a bunch of orgies with Burt Ward.
I remember that news.
This is like, that's the whole new Batman. It's actually going to be a documentary about Adam West and Burt Ward.
I mean, if that's the case, then he's doing a great job by not working out, I guess. But it just seems so stupid. I mean, like, and I agree that I think like with Hollywood, there is this certain persona, like everyone has to be super attractive, to be in there. So like, it's like that part. I'm like, all right, I kind of see what he's saying, but at the same time, I'm like, no. I go back to you're getting paid to do this. And I don't want to see a fat superhero.
Well, I already did with Thor.
No, okay, that was cool. I'm fine with a fat Thor, but a lot of people were not. So
yeah. Robert Pattinson is not just playing a superhero. He's playing it's like James Bond. Like you don't change who James Bond is. You could change the actor, but you don't.
Yeah, you don't make a fat James Bond.
Yeah, dude. Like. Bruce Wayne is Bruce Wayne. He's a multi-billionaire who doesn't have an iron suit. He has a rubber suit. Like,
yeah, I think the biggest.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I want my superheroes to be at least believable, which is kind of funny for superheroes, but especially Batman because he doesn't have superpowers.
That's true.
I want him to be able to kick some ass.
He has superpowers.
Just because he's the world's greatest detective.
No, he ran away from a bunch of bats. Have you ever done that?
No, but I've never been in that situation.
Yeah,
I
I could if I was put into that situation.
I mean, technically, I did run past a batting cage once. There were a lot of bats there.
Oh, that's.
I went to the zoo once and there was bats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I drove a black car once.
That's very close.
Very close.
Probably my most exciting news, I think, of the week is probably seeing this. They're finally gonna do it. Warner Brothers is gonna do it. I feel like this has been in the works forever, but they're gonna release the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Do you think it'll be better or worse?
Oh, see, here's the crazy thing. As much as I hated Justice League, like it was so bad, and
It
I
can
didn't
only
like.
get better.
I don't know because I hated Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. That was all Zack Snyder, but because there's been so much talk of this, and I kind of do feel like they annihilated Justice League from what Zack Snyder was trying to do. But I have to watch both because I have to compare them. I have to be like, is this really going to be just like an unrated version, or is it going to have a whole new feel to what they actually released in the theaters? Like, they got me. Even if I don't like it, they still got me because of that aspect.
There's just going to be a lot more slow motion. I'd hate to spoil it for you, but that's what we do in news now. But just a lot more slow motion.
So
that's it.
So it's 3 hours long now, and it's just because it's all longer slow motion scenes.
Yeah, and like the slow motion is actually sped up.
Maybe in the theatrical release.
It's the reverse Michael Bay.
He hasn't made a good movie since Watchmen, and that came out 11 years ago.
Maybe it's his time. He's like a cicada.
I mean,
he burrows down for like 11 years and then.
Did you guys back. Like Sucker Punch?
Has moments, but
I like the costumes.
Yeah, that was one of the moments.
300 Rise of the Empire. Oh, he was even the director.
Yeah.
Man, it still sucked. Batman vs Superman. I know that's Peter's favorite movie, but I don't know.
Go.
I guess
I'm excited. He's directing like a Netflix like zombie movie. Like I'm excited for that.
Army of the Dead.
Yeah. So I'm waiting.
That has a good cast.
Yeah, Chris D'Elia's in it.
Yeah, and so is Dave Bautista.
Oh yeah.
And
so
Chris D'Elia, podcaster.
Yeah. But I mean, are you guys on the same page? Like, I mean, like, are you like that? Like, you curious like me, where you need to see both just to compare? Like, I need to know.
Personally, I've never seen Justice League or Batman v Superman.
Oh, then you don't need to see it. You don't have the issue because I saw them, so I have a problem.
You know what I would like to do? I don't think I'd watch Justice League again.
Just a new one.
No, I would watch a new one, but what I would really like to do is have him do a director's cut of both films at the same time, and then him explaining why he added and changed what he did. And I'd like him to shit talk the original one.
I'm wondering how much is on the cutting room floor.
What?
I heard there's a lot, Evan, on the cutting room floor.
Oh, dude, fucking Warner Brothers is spending another $20 to $30 million on just this cut.
Yeah, so I think that would be very interesting to see.
So to do like all the visuals and like actually finish it,
and the actors are on board to come and reshoot scenes.
Wow.
Yeah,
I did not know that. Well, so this is coming out to HBO Max. It's going to be that new streaming service in 2021.
So you tell me I don't have to buy it this year. I can buy it next year.
Yeah, you can wait. Which I don't know. I can see me doing like a free trial of it just to watch that train wreck. I'm sure it's gonna be a train wreck. Like I'd be really surprised if it's not.
It turns into an Amy Schumer film.
Maybe, yeah. But Justice League before the title.
Yep. I would like it.
Well, so this is just a money grab. This is something like we want more subscribers to HBO Max. I do think this is like an ingenious way. It just goes to show like obviously there was more that needs to be done on the Snyder cut, because he was saying, wasn't he claiming that it was totally complete and that he could just release it, like, and everyone was like, release that cut, but obviously it was not done because they have to do reshoots and they're going to finish it. So,
Well, directors always want more.
No,
true.
dude, he had to leave Justice League because
Well, his family issues.
his kid committed suicide, dude.
Yeah, that's the family issues. Yeah, it's kind of sad, and like, I guess it's cool that he's kind of getting his second shot at finishing his his project. So good for him. I will check it out. I like whosever idea it was to have like the commentary. I want to hear a commentary from Joss Whedon explain why he cut all the stuff from the Snyder cut, and I want to hear Zach explain why the Joss Whedon cut sucked.
I would watch that.
Yeah.
I would if HBO made me pay for that. I would watch that.
Yeah, HBO, if you're listening, do that. That's a great
Have them in the
idea.
same room together. I'd be like, "What the fuck are you thinking, dude?"
How about the
Whedon
director
versus
off?
Snyder. I like it.
Yeah,
That's good.
That would be something I would be interested in. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should do that as a podcast. As just reviewers.
Maybe, but we would have to. One person would have to love the one movie, and the other guy would have to love the other movie, and then fight.
I will love the Snyder cut, and you have to love the Whedon cut.
I hate it, but you know what? There's this weird thing that you know when like you just forget a movie, even when it was bad, and you're like, I think I need to go and check that out again, because like the bad taste is out of my mouth now. I've seen too many other good movies where I'm like, maybe it wasn't that bad. Maybe I was just in a bad mood that day. I need to go watch it.
You've been in a bad mood lately, so maybe don't watch it this week.
Yeah, good idea. Good point. All right, let's get into some sad news. I missed this last week. There's been a few deaths, which are I think some significant ones. I'm kind of bummed about some of these.
Yes, significant ones. I would say Jerry Stiller.
Yeah, Jerry Stiller's gone, and
He's from Seinfeld.
I loved him in King of Queens.
He's Ben Stiller's dad.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You know so much about the movie biz.
I know all of it.
Other one that was that hit me was the Fred Willard one. I love Fred Willard. He's so funny.
He was in Bess's show.
Mm-hmm.
He was a dad in a lot of movies.
He was a dad in a lot of movies.
You know,
but he was just a good, like, older comedic actor. Like I never thought like he was very serious, but like he made me laugh every single time he was on the screen. So those two guys I'm greatly gonna miss. And then Little Richard's gone.
Lame. And then, dude, Roy Horn.
You know what? I think you have to explain that.
There's no more Siegfried and Roy.
Oh, that's his real name?
Yeah, I never knew he had a last name.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
fun. Yeah, so
But not
you're
because
gonna have to explain that.
Yeah. Not because of the tiger though?
No, not because of the Tiger King or Carol Baskin, apparently. Because of coronavirus, actually.
Was it really? Did they
Mhm.
confirm that?
It was confirmed.
It wasn't one of those like fake cases where they just had it and like they died of other causes.
No, I'm pretty sure they're gonna stick this one with coronavirus.
Yeah.
Those fake ones, though, man. Ugh,
Yeah.
you know, man, he doesn't get his own Wikipedia page. He has to share it with Siegfried.
Did he do anything by himself?
Got bit by a tiger.
Got bit by a tiger.
By himself.
Maybe there's a
Well, I mean,
that-
Siegfried was there, but
I bet that tiger has his own page.
He has his own section on his page.
snowball.
It's kind of sad, you know. They just that's not a thing anymore, man. Like I remember back in the day, like seeing them like on TV, and it was like always like a dream. Like, oh man, I would love to go see them live. I want to see all those tigers and everything. And Obviously I didn't get the chance to do that, but they also like that just doesn't happen anymore. You don't have tigers in your show for magic acts anymore. It's not a thing.
It's cruelty to animals.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen Blackfish?
Haven't you seen Tiger King?
I think the tigers loved it.
Haven't you seen The Mandalorian?
No.
Haven't you seen American Furniture Warehouse commercials?
Yeah, and the tigers loved it. They loved to sell
No,
furniture
they
and they loved to perform magic.
But they hated Jake Jets.
You know, the last time I was there, they have the stuffed tigers, and I said, "Can I have some of those?" And the guy was like, "How many do you want?" And I was like, 2. And he like rung them up and gave them to me. I bought a $500 table, but I got some free tigers.
Okay. Very nice.
So if you
Living
want
life
free,
to the fullest.
if you want free tigers, buy them from AFW in Colorado, and then you can get free tigers
Well, and get a table.
and get a table. Yeah,
Yeah.
really nice table. I lost that in
It
the
was.
split up.
Let's move on to trailers now. Those people will be missed.
Mm-hmm.
Here are some exciting coming attractions from movies and beyond.
They're so exciting. Evan left.
I know. I gotta run.
He's like, "Oh God." Did you go pee, Evan?
No,
Oh, good.
Man,
that was way too short.
the first one that we got, I missed last week. It came out like the day we were recording, I think, last week. And I just forgot to put in the notes. The first one, though, is Becky with, I cannot believe it, with Kevin James as a neo-Nazi. Didn't see that coming. That was the biggest shocker of them all on that trailer.
Maybe they should have named the movie "Didn't See That Coming," starring
Maybe
Kevin
they
James.
should have. I mean, when you're watching that trailer, so like Kevin James is what he takes like a family hostage to try to find something that was like left in their house. Is that the gist of it?
Seems
Yeah.
like it, yep.
Yeah, and then like the daughter of the family like it escapes somehow, and he has to like track her down, and that's the whole premise of the film. But when I think of Kevin James, I just think of like King of Queens and comedy, and he's a doughboy. I don't think of him as a neo-Nazi trying to kill people.
I'm excited to see him in a serious role. I mean, because sometimes comedy gets a little old, and I like seeing, I like seeing comedians like show off their acting chops too.
That's true.
Wait,
but
King of Queens was not a drama?
dramedy. It was a
Dramedy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry Stiller was in that.
Yes, I brought that up.
Full circle.
You drunk again, Ryan?
No. No.
Not
Just
yet.
asking.
When he starts asking you what we did the whole podcast, that's when you know.
Oh, gosh. Dude.
What'd you review?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, we're done?
Oh, no, we're not.
Yeah. I don't know. From that trailer, I was not impressed by Kevin James's acting, and I was not scared, and I actually thought it was a little bit silly. So I guess we'll have to report on that whenever it comes out. I didn't write down when it actually comes out on the theater, or I don't think it's coming out to theaters. Whenever it comes out to streaming services or VOD. But that is so weird. I never pictured him in a role like that. So we'll see.
I think it'll be a good change. I'm excited.
I mean, that Nazi symbol on his back of his head looked pretty good, huh?
No.
No.
It was fairly offensive, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Has anyone actually like he has like his own like YouTube channel? Has anyone watched any of his little shorts?
No.
No. I don't think he
I've
has
heard
little
about
shorts.
the I Am Legend versus Kevin the Soundman, but that's it.
So he has like a whole bunch of those, like him being the sound man, which I find they're kind of funny. Like he did one with the Joker, he did one with like the Stars Born. one from The Notebook, and I enjoyed those. But there's like some other ones, like I would almost say they're not quite comedy. I don't really know what it is, but I think it's just a way for him to express himself. So it's weird. The other movie that just came out, a trailer just dropped, I think today, actually, Thursday, what's today, the 21st of May. The Old Guard for Netflix with Charlize Theron.
Yay. She needs to be in more stuff.
She needs to be in all the stuff.
This looks like another like Aeon Flux.
It looks like another Bloodshot.
It looks like another Team Logan film.
A Team
What?
Logan.
Yeah,
Team
like-
Logan would be a cool movie.
I know. They all look like they have like Wolverine's powers of healing really fast. Like that's the whole premise of the movie. They've been survived for a long, long time, and there's a group of people that heal really fast, and because of that, they don't age very quickly.
This is obviously the continuation of Hancock. And going with R-rated.
Oh. Hancock was R-rated.
No, they
No, it
did
wasn't.
both.
Oh,
They did
did they?
PG-13 and unrated.
Never saw the R-rated. I like that
He
idea.
had an
Evan.
orgasm scene. So
That's all they did.
they did. He had his orgasm and he shot through the trailer roof. It was pretty fucking hilarious. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, that was it.
That was enough to make it R, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Do you think it made the
You should
movie
watch
that
it.
much better?
Oh, I was laughing my ass off when that happened. Are you kidding? I was like,
Uh.
this was worth actually watching this.
Dude,
I
Hancock was a good movie. I actually enjoyed that one.
I rewatched it after you guys did, and no, it's not a good movie.
Did you see the scene I talked about?
No, but I just
I'm
want to watch
actually
that one.
watching it right
Would that make it better?
Maybe. I mean, I would laugh at that, but geez, that movie's bad. Like the plot's just terrible.
You haven't even finished The Mandalorian.
Why are you bringing that up
Yeah,
again?
stop. Anywho,
Finish it.
the Old Guard. I mean, it's a whole bunch of people that can heal really fast, and like it's like a army of 5 or a band, like she calls it, and people are trying to like, I guess, steal their genetic makeup and weaponize it. Obviously,
Well, I like how they're already weaponized, but then that's the bad guy's goal. They're already going around wreaking havoc. We need to weaponize this more. Just hire them, you stupid fucks.
They are like mercenaries. You're right, Evan.
Seriously.
I did kind of. That was an interesting part, is because of the fact, like, I don't know, like, who you're rooting for, because they're like, there's a part where someone asks, like, are we good guys? And she's like, it depends on the century, like, so sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, and like, are they good right now? Like, what are they right now? Like, they're fighting a whole bunch of people, and
That's
you don't
just
really know.
that's just for the old saying, victors write the history. So sometimes they were on the losing side.
Yeah.
The more you know.
That's right.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
That's
give
right.
him the cue.
He did it himself. He's fine.
But
True. I do my own sound effects. I'm that good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm watching this clip right now, and the first comment says, "And this is why Superman is currently dating Wonder Woman instead of Lois Lane."
It's true. We talked
Yeah.
about that on the show before. So,
Well,
it makes sense.
For this film, I really hope they don't mess up why they're like they are. Because I did notice some flashbacks going way back in time, and I was like, oh, cool. This could be interesting unless they make it a really stupid reason.
I think it's gonna be simple. I think it's just gonna be like evolution. Like, for whatever reason, these people they evolved, and now there's another one. Like, I kind of like that. I think, at least that's what I hope. I hope they keep it really simple and don't need to go into any more detail. Like, that's it.
I hope this is a Highlander ripoff.
I hope it has time travel.
Oh, time travel. It's based off a graphic novel. I never heard of this graphic novel, and it's a acclaimed graphic novel. So I don't know. But I mean, I'll watch it. It's gonna be on Netflix in July. You know, anything that comes to Netflix, I'll pretty much watch because I'm already paying for it.
Exactly.
Becky is coming out June 5th, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, very nice.
VOD.
VOD, yes.
Nice. And then the other movie that literally, I mean, this is almost like breaking news. Tenet just released like their second trailer, the Christopher Nolan new movie, Tenet. That's I don't even know if that said a date. It just said it's coming to theaters. That's all they said.
Yeah, they're like, whenever they open up, we're gonna make sure this movie comes out.
Yeah, as soon as they're open, first one out. But like, I don't even know.
So open up, America! I'd like to watch this movie.
Yeah, it's.
I am a hard pass on this film.
Are you really?
Oh yeah.
I don't.
It's like I feel like it's just going to be watching everything in rewind, and it's going to be. This is fucking stupid.
Didn't they do that with Inception?
Yeah,
No,
but they actually did that, and that was original.
Yeah, I understood.
Like, same director.
And this
he
does.
needs new ideas.
This seems like Inception, like type feel, and almost like it's like a mixture of like Inception and like Memento that he also did, where like everything's going in backwards, and they have like I couldn't tell if they had control, but it really seemed like they had control of what was going backwards, and so again, like I don't know, maybe it is. It's gonna be the end of Inception, where the thing's still spinning. This is inside his dream.
Oh God, that sounds like shit. But it really does. I'm sorry.
It just reminded me. You guys just reminded me that Memento was his movie. I totally forgot about that.
I love Memento, but man,
Is that the one where you dip the candies in Coca-Cola and it explodes everywhere?
No, that's the Doublemint Twins.
Which is also an Inception, right?
Sure,
Was there twins in Inception?
there could be.
Probably was
It
actually.
makes everything better.
I don't know. Tenet. I'll see it.
It's got Batman. The new Batman's in it.
Skinny as hell, I already mentioned.
Yeah, dork.
With an extra heavy, like, British accent.
And then it's got time traveling Denzel Washington, much younger.
Oh, his son.
Is that how that works? When you have a son, you're time traveling, starting all over.
That's it on your jeans.
No.
He can't fit my jeans right away. I'm a size 34.
You'll slim down eventually.
I have.
Good job.
Hey, why don't you tell everyone how to support the show while I go pee?
Well, when you're going to pee, you should go check out our website, bmoviesbeyond.com, and do as Peter does. Peter likes to sit on the toilet, watch his YouTube videos. That's when you should actually watch us and listen to us and buy our stuff, mainly when you're on the toilet, because what better time to waste with just do it with us, you know?
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family.
While you're
Check us out at bmoviesbeyond.com.
Yeah. And we got YouTube shows, 10-minute reviews. We got really cool designs by Jeremy and company. We've actually all done some pretty good stuff ourselves. Let's see. You can follow our funny stuff on Instagram. But mainly what Peter's going to tell me to tell you is just go to the fucking website. It has everything there.
Everything is.
Yeah. And
one-stop shop.
and then I do this. I know Evan doesn't because he omitted it earlier, but I go back to see if I reviewed a movie by looking at our catalog too.
Yeah, I don't put that much effort into this podcast.
And that's okay.
Sometimes I carry it. My back hurts. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do what I want to do, because sometimes your opinions of movies change after time.
And, the best moments are made when gathering around the table.
Mm-hmm. That's so true.
Yeah.
And listening to this podcast, right?
Exactly. Gather around the table, listen to this podcast, and be in the room where the magic happens with us. We'll share that magic with you.
Yeah, that's right.
Hang on. So I assume you guys said all the point stuff. Just go to our website, bmoviesbeyond.com, right?
Oh, that's all we said.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't even have to edit any of that because it
Okay.
was too perfect.
I'm not planning on it, so here's some
We know.
reviews, guys.
Mainly just when you let someone else hold it, it's not as good as when you hold it.
Yep, support.
Support, yeah. Be our
All right.
bra.
Reviews.
This beer
Reviews.
smells like pot for some reason.
Is it one of those pot infused ones?
No, remember I had that one time and it wasn't that good.
No, I don't remember that.
Maybe I don't either.
Yeah, maybe you should try it again.
Ooh, can I go first?
Yeah,
Mine's a kids movie.
I watched a kids movie too.
Did you?
Evan, is yours a kids movie? Is that our theme?
It's for young adults, but yeah, children.
Okay, yeah, it's a kids movie.
Children in high school.
Yeah,
Like that one movie with Alicia Cuthbert. What's that movie called?
Clueless.
The Girl Next Door.
The Girl Next Door. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
that's a good movie. No, I watched Scoob, and I watched it with kids.
It
It wasn't that good.
no.
Like it didn't like the trailer made it seem like it really had a lot of heart and soul in it, but like Shaggy's like finding his friend and Scooby, and in the movie, like the other guys are just other guys, and then they throw in a bunch of other Hanna-Barbera characters. I guess that's cool because you get to see like a bunch of Easter eggs, I guess I want to say, with characters, but other than that, I think the story just kind of fell flat, dude. Like it wasn't really about a mystery. It was about a bunch of stuff in space and shit.
I'm looking at the cast, and
That's a great
kinda-
cast.
Yeah, I had no idea like half these people were even in it.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's in it.
Yeah, Zac
As-
Efron,
The Asian guy from
King John,
King John from The Hangover. He's
Yeah.
the dog.
Tracy Morgan, Amanda Siegfried. I mean, Will
Will
Forte.
Forte. Yeah. And here's the thing, like Will Forte is the voice of Shaggy. And okay, who was the voice of Shaggy? It was Casey Kasem, right?
Don't remember.
It was Casey
From-
Kasem.
From
From the
when?
TV show for like forever, dude. Casey Kasem, the radio guy, was the voice of Shaggy. A lot of Hanna-Barbera characters. And then it was Matthew Lillard. And Matthew Lillard did a really good job being a live-action Shaggy. But this Shaggy, he just didn't seem right. Like even when he was a kid, the kid who plays him now is young Sheldon. I don't like that kid. And he's annoying. But then when he grows up and it's Will Forte, like for a minute you're like, oh, okay, I could get into this Shaggy character. But then you just hear Will Forte for the rest of the movie. And it's weird. There's certain points where like they edit it so it sounds like a different character, but then there's sometimes where it sounds just like Will Forte. And I just can't get over that fact. Mark Wahlberg, if you didn't know it's Mark Wahlberg, you would think it was Ryan Reynolds. But Mark Wahlberg was the best one in the movie. Like always.
Nice.
Like, oh.
So I'd watch it if you have to because kids are bugging you to watch it.
How did the kids like it?
They bragged about that they were watching it first before everybody, but then after that, they didn't really say much.
So they only cared that they're watching before anyone else, and that's it. That's all they cared about.
Since I'm a cool uncle and I buy movies before everybody, so
Yeah. Well, this is a new one that just came to the early access, because of coronavirus.
Well, I had no intentions of watching this in a movie theater, so this is another one of those movies where I was like, okay, well, it's VOD, ready to go. I would watch it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
that's
good
why
for
I'm-
like family nights.
Yeah,
I do gotta say, premiering at home, and it's a nice thing, but still, it's just not the same feel as that in the theater. I want that sticky floor, but I also want clean carpets at home.
B Movies Beyond. We give you the sticky floor, but the clean carpets at home.
Exactly. That same old sticky floor feeling.
Peter, you need that on the back of your picture. We give you the sticky floor, but the clean carpets at home.
Okay.
Anyway, I don't think this movie's gonna last. I mean, it was cool to see like Dirk Dastardly was in it, like from Wacky Racers. and his dog Muttley. Remember Muttley?
Oh yeah, Festival.
Yeah. So they're in it, and there's little callbacks to other Hanna-Barbera characters like Captain Caveman and
Nice.
I think there's a
Rocky and Bullwinkle.
no,
Interesting.
I don't think they were Hanna-Barbera, were they?
I don't remember. It was a cartoon back in the day. I watched it. That's all I remember.
From watching the trailer, like it's had this like weird vibe where they're like mashing up like Scooby-Doo with like superheroes. Like,
Yeah, that's what was weird about it.
is that a big part of the film, or is like that pretty much the whole?
It's pretty much
film?
the whole film. Like, there's a point where Scooby-Doo is a superhero.
Wow. Like,
Yeah.
Are they like legit superheroes? Like they have powers, or
No, they're just space heroes.
okay?
Not good enough.
Space heroes.
Yeah, they're like
Gotcha.
they're like if Batman went to space.
They don't even save the world anymore.
Mm-mm.
They're just floating up above this bullshit.
And to answer Evan's question, Thelma's hotter than Velma.
Sweet.
The more
So
you know.
this is they solve a space caper, huh?
I don't think they solve shit actually.
Well, then that's the weirdest Scooby-Doo movie ever. They superheroes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. So if you had to watch one animated movie this year, make it Sonic the Hedgehog.
Do you call that animated just because there's CGI in it?
Sonic was entirely animated.
I just call it CGI, but I mean, like every single movie has like some CGI in it.
I think he's talking about like a full-fledged character.
Okay, so as long as there's a full-fledged character, it's animated. Like I don't know. I still call it animated as like when it's like no live
Like
action
Hop?
at all. Hop, I would not call it animated. It's more like Sonic.
But he goes
It's a blend.
to Hop World. Oh my God, Hop and Sonic are the same movie.
You just figured that out.
They're totally,
I knew that.
totally the same movie. Trolls.
That's great.
Watch Trolls. No, never mind. Actually, watch this over Trolls.
Really? I'm gonna be curious to see if this is another kids movie that's gonna make tons of money from VOD. So I don't know, but it seems like you're not.
Question
A
is,
big
how come
fan.
over all the years they overly sexualized Velma? Because if you look at Velma back in the day, like here, she's just this dork. That's her. But then now she's like the girl you are afraid to talk to in high school. But then you talk to her later in college and she's already got her shit figured.
They get underneath that sweater
One mystery.
or watch.
Friend of the high school person. What? Like
There's
this
some-
was one of my favorite movies back in the day. But Xavier, Nick Stahl, William Sadler, new.
William Sadler.
Oh yeah, he's in everything.
See?
Friend. Premise of this film is new kid to that. It is, and the whole family's trying to restart and everything. And while he's trying to wade through the whole clique crisis that is high school, it seems like someone's tampering with children.
Did you say the clit crisis?
Click?
Oh.
Yeah, not click crisis. No one could ever find
So
it.
therefore there's no crisis.
Exactly. It's nothing to worry about.
Cheers.
Yes. Yes.
Peter's like, I'm going to edit this shit out right now.
Nope, leaving it in.
He's silent.
Yeah.
Okay, so Death from, or Grim Reaper from Bill and Ted is going to solve the click crisis.
Yes. And this is like one of those films that reminds me of like what Daybreak was trying to be. Because it did separate all high school kids to different groups. It's like, oh, over here's the skaters, and oh, hey, here's the stoners. But then there's the blue ribbon.
Daybreak. 'Cause there's also that movie. Well,
Different.
set in high school.
Exactly. But, oh, just some of this stuff is so cringeworthy. But the way Nick Stahl's dialogue is in this film is what made me fall in love with it for the longest time. It's because he's educated, but then he talks about really, really stupid shit. It's just a fun film. I mean, getting nostalgic just watching it. Probably high school.
I was
Actually, no,
listening
before
to
high school.
Biscuit.
That's probably
You probably
somewhere
just
between
graduated
7th and
middle
8th grade. Yeah, but yeah, I remember like this is one of those films we're all talking about. We all had to watch, but I wasn't allowed to watch radar movies, so I just had to live vicariously through everyone else. Like, what happened?
Because Mormon.
I wasn't alive until I was 16.
I was
17.
watching rated R movies like as I was coming out of the womb. Like probably Chucky was on. Maybe that's why I was scared of it.
Probably.
I don't know. I have to thank Aaron for all my radar watching. So thank you, Aaron. Good friend of the show who does all our YouTube videos.
The more you know.
Shout out to Aaron. That's right. We just put up Extraction. I don't know if you guys
Oh,
talked
yeah,
about
we talked.
that during support. Oh yeah. Okay. If you haven't watched Extraction, Aaron just edited that.
If you haven't
video
watched
for
it,
us,
watch
and
our
did a
review
great
on it.
job. Yeah, that's right. So that you can sleep through the boring parts and know the whole plot.
Yeah.
You know, Peter, one day I just want you to learn another language
Como?
just so we can put subtitles on you.
Como?
Oh,
Que
we
tal?
should subtitle Peter the whole time.
Even though I'm speaking English.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evan, I do remember this. I think it was this movie. Oh, what was it? The faculty.
Yep, that was a big one too.
And what was the other? Was Teaching Mrs. Tingle or something like that? I feel like that was
Fuck
another
no.
movie. It was like all like.
No,
Was
it
it around
wasn't
the
that
same time though?
I want
No?
to say you're probably thinking of Idle Hands.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. That all came around the same time.
Yeah, because Idle Hands had Fred Willard.
Yeah.
Bring
See?
him back.
Cheers to Fred
See?
Wood
That's right.
for the fun.
Pour out
Cheers.
anything or yeah. Don't pour stuff on your computer.
This is Tingle was the following year, 1999, and that's why the generation. He was done with Dawson's Creek by then.
They all were, weren't they?
Was it Red Ranger? Yeah, I remember our reboot, and then we got the shitty one.
Back to YouTube, you can see our. Sorry, Evan.
Yeah, watch it.
Awesome, but I love Disturbing Behaviors as well. I mean, I need to talk to someone that's like outside of like our age range because I'm curious like if it holds up to them. Like, is this another like for me like a Super Mario because we grew up in it, people love it? I don't know.
You know, honestly, I don't think like the clicks would be the same.
Well,
Because,
yes,
I mean,
it's
they don't have
it's a
auto
dated
shop
film.
anymore.
No, they don't do that. They do like computer typing and shit
Exactly.
like that. Every single time I see a movie where they have auto shop or wood shop, you know, I'm like, kids don't do that anymore. They don't take the risk.
Kids.
So, I watched my kids' movie. I watched Zathura, a space
Ooh,
adventure.
This is like the sequel to Jumanji, right?
Or the cheap knockoff, either one.
I think it was somehow related.
Yeah, you know when I was watching this, like, so this is like the space version of Jumanji. There's a board game. It only has 2 players in this one instead of 4. Holy shit! I did not know this, but it was directed by John Farva.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I didn't know that.
From The Mandalorian?
Yes, yes, Ryan. Full circle. But yeah, holy crap! I did not know he directed.
He
this.
does good stuff,
like
The Mandalorian.
Yeah, this came out in 2005. Like I said, it's the space version of Jumanji. It doesn't match Jumanji at all. Like Jumanji is such a far superior movie, but it has its moments. And I think the downside in this film is that like the 2 main characters, it's 2 kids. It's Josh Hutcherson, the PETA from Hunger Games. You know, as a kid, so tiny in this film. And I don't even know the other kid's not even Dax Shepard's in it.
Wait, Chris is doing the other one.
This episode.
It's because we're getting good at this.
What?
Yeah, on Spotify.
Huh.
Oh shit!
It's actually about being like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. So this is a description installment of
This
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia is full of shit.
It doesn't lie.
This is what the trivia for Jumanji. They were game and is space, so outer space.
So wait,
If you didn't
how
know,
is this not like Jumanji?
Space.
Because they went to space,
Technically,
not
they
the
never went to
jungle.
the jungle. The jungle came to
The
them.
jungle came to them.
But did
Yes.
space just come to this house too?
It got transported to space,
Yeah.
and then the windows were open, and then they all died at the end.
Yeah, I'd say this is a much like smaller version than what Jumanji did. And like what I was saying, what was weird though is the fact that like, all right, Jumanji came out in 1995, and this movie came out in 2005. So like, it's a 10-year difference. Like, I think it almost felt like hey, enough time has passed that they won't know that it's similar to Jumanji. So
I think it was one of the biggest selling points when it came out.
You there?
what? I don't.
What
think
the
so.
fuck just happened?
Zathura.
I don't know. I don't. All the and it never hit the same level as Jumanji. So like for me, somewhat of a downfall, but I don't know if you're looking for a knockoff of Jumanji, go watch this. Otherwise, you probably should just go see Jumanji.
Yeah, I would
Look what
just
you're
go see.
Look what you're doing, though. You're comparing Dax Shepard to Robin Williams.
Ooh, there's no comparison there.
Yeah, I mean, one's married to Kristen Bell, one acted with Kristen Bell, maybe, or Sarah Michelle Gellar. I think that's the thing I'm thinking of.
Yes.
Has anybody ever, I mean, since we're on the topic of Jon Favreau, has anybody looked at his acting credits?
I know. Let's see. Well, he was in The Mandalorian. He was in
He's in
Swingers.
Rudy.
He was in what?
Rudy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was in Rudy.
He's
He's
in
in Couples Retreat.
Batman Forever.
What?
Yeah, Deep Impact. He was in The Replacements. He was also in
Yeah, I knew
Daredevil.
that.
He was Foggy in Daredevil, dude.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
Um,
He was in Four Christmases.
and
He's in Iron Man.
He's in Iron
What?
Man. He's in Spider-Man. He's
Yes.
in Aunt May. Yeah. So, hey, one thing I learned about Zathura is its budget was $65 million in 2005, and it grossed $64 million. So this movie lost $1 million.
Do you know what I think would be fun? If Jurassic Park was made for $65 million. I think that would be art right there. Because that's when dinosaurs went extinct.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I do think this movie is a bit of a flop. I mean, especially when you're just comparing. I don't. You can't help but compare it to Jumanji
Because it's a sequel.
Okay.
I think that's actually how they advertised it.
I would
If The Rock
made this movie. I feel like that is such a downgrade from what he did in Elf, going to this movie. And then get this.
He went to Iron Man.
This. Yes, right after that, like this is a stepping stone. He went to Iron Man and made it huge again. Like his directing skills has just been crazy. Like even then, like he just goes up and down, because then after he did Iron Man and Iron Man 2 wasn't that great, and he did Cowboys and Aliens, not that great. Then he goes to Chef and The Jungle Book. Like he took a long period where he really wasn't, or a few years off where he wasn't doing much, and now he's just doing all these animated films with or taking animated features and make them light or realistic CGI films.
He has the most cush director job ever. He gets a movie that's already made and says, make this shot for shot in CGI.
Except for The Jungle Book, I really liked that one. I thought he did a great job. He made it new. So, I don't know. I'm a fan of Jon Favreau, so.
Me too.
Don't speak ill of him.
I'm mad at him.
All right.
I'm still mad about the anime thing. I'm sorry. All right, recommendations.
Peter.
Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh! Oh!
Oh, that's clickbait.
I'll have what she's having.
Is that the old lady?
So what is she having? Yeah.
It's the old lady from Miss Doubtfire, right?
No.
Sounds like.
You made that joke last time and it failed.
I don't know if it's a joke. I think it's her.
No, it's
Well,
not.
who is it?
It's not Robin
How come
Williams.
Betty White is still alive?
Yeah.
My-
Just, I'm in Richard Jewell. Does anyone remember when this came out?
So, I know the movie because my dad's been asking me to watch it with him. Is it good?
Yes, I liked it. That's why it's my recommendation. But it is an odd movie where not much really happens, but still a lot happens, if that makes any sense. Like, it is a story about just basically taking wants to be a cop and pretty much just framing him, and we don't know if he did or not. And that's the whole film.
Did he
but-
do it?
Well, I don't want to spoil it. It's not news. It's the real event, though. It's from the bombing, the
The Olympics.
Yeah, the Olympics in Atlanta, where there's a bombing, and it's about him, but it's all about just how much the media can shape and abuse a person, actually almost push on yes, this person's it. This is the person. This is the bad guy, even though there's no
Baskin?
evidence. Yeah. So it is. I liked it. A little bit long, but the acting is phenomenal, and I do recommend it. So check it out.
Nice. I got to go with Enemy of the State. Will Smith, Gene Hackman. It was so good to see them both on the silver screen again. And I believe it's available on Netflix.
Where'd you get a silver screen?
I used some spray paint, and it worked wonders on my TV.
Hey,
DIY, nice.
I'm gonna go with I watched Molly's Game again. Such a good movie. Have I recommended that before? I've
reviewed it. Yes.
Watch it again.
Okay.
Jessica Chastain is so hot in this movie,
Yeah.
and she's a boss. So
It is good. I do like poker movies.
me
so,
too, apparently.
Yeah.
Your definition
Everyone,
of
thanks.
poker is different. What?
Thanks everyone for listening and watching us on YouTube. Please check out everything. You go to our website, bmoviesbeyond.com. You can find all our links to all our social medias where we're not posting shit, but except for YouTube. So click on YouTube.
Yeah. Nope.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. It was a blast. We'll see you next week.
Out.
Pew, pew, out.
Be sure to visit bmoviesbeyond.com.